Right, as far as I'm aware, we're live, but who knows? Well, there we go. Seems to suggest we are. Right, so I did some more work on the app the other day. Um, so last time I made it so you select people and you can edit their sub data, which means I can now manually for instance, update people who are priorities and themes and ignore and all that kind of stuff. So that's been really cool. So I can see the list of people and check that they've got the right settings, and I don't have to find them in the CSV file anymore. And since then, I have made some further improvements where it occurred to me that these checkboxes could be significantly more useful. So they're now all free state checkboxes. So what this actually means is you click it once. This is now including. Actually, let me do it with something a bit more obvious. So this is now including watched videos. So any of the purple coloured ones. And then if you click it again, where it's unticked, it's now exclusively videos that I've watched, whether they're old, new, or whatever. And then the same goes for all of these. So I can go show, this is showing regular and long videos, and then this is only showing long videos. So that was really cool. That was just a setting change and um, different interpretation of the booleans. Um, so now, yeah, they just check if it's watched. So, for instance, the hide watch videos. If it equals the watched values, then we don't show them. So this is like, if this is true and this is true, then don't show them. But if it's false, and this is false, then don't show them. So that means that, so when it's ticked, it doesn't show watched videos. When it's null, it includes watched videos. And then when it's false, it only shows watched videos. And that goes to the same for the long videos and old videos as well. So they can all work in the same way. It's very convenient. So you can see like this is now including watched videos, and now this is only watched, and then this is no watched videos, etc., etc. So that's really cool. I also made it so that I can right click on videos, and it just switches the watched or the watched state on them. So I'd probably best to pick something that I can easily find for now. So if we go to this, so you can see it's gone from the watch list, and it will come back in here, and there is. And if I tick it in there, it's now there. So I can. Oh, I've double clicked it. So yeah, so there's that side of things. That's really useful. But what I want to do now is make a alternate version of the sub update button here that exists on here, and it triggers a manual download of a particular person's videos, so that I can go to someone who doesn't have any and just press a button. So the update subscription there needs to change to not be called that, because that's not quite what it is. So this is going to be so that's actually update sub data, and then we're going to add another button on the bottom, which is going to be update subscription videos. And we go on here. If we stop that, we can, there we go. And then we can double click on this and it generates the code. Right. So here's the, it's not quite the tricky bit. But I've got to rework one of the existing methods. So how do we approach this? The way this needs to work is with the batch data. So we've already got a system for that in the video stuff somewhere up here. So we've got this batch data and it skips batches of values and it uses a key of sorts. I'll be damned if I can see it. Is that right? Oh, no, it's a different one. It's a paging system somewhere. Playlist stuff. Here we go, next page token. So what we want to do, so this is getting the new subs and then getting the channel videos. So we can reuse this instead for existing subs as well, a specific subscription, which we already have here. So let's see. So if I go back, so we want this and we kind of want it to exist in here. What is it? Search response. And this is a thing. Let's go local next page token. Okay, fine. Okay. So that's existing. How do we use this? Oh. Sorry, I'm not gone back to the right one. Okay, so next page token. So it can equal null. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. So if I go into here, and then we do search request dot page token equals next page token. Okay, so we have that, we have that. So we want a do while page token not equal to null. Okay, so this will now loop. I will keep going through. So the only thing we need to update is that. So we use the same search request. Let's just check that that's viable. I need to just collapse some of these down. Save me from scrolling through them again. Okay, right. is up here, right? So we need this for sure. That's going to stop us from going if we reach the quota limit, which can happen fairly often. I can't even test this at the moment, so I can run it, but I can't go any further. So, it does it once. Says the next page token, does it again? I mean, I'm going to try it with this because it shouldn't have to recreate this information every time. And then we're going to have... I want the ability to stop it. Basically. So I'm going to need a stop flag. So I'll just do something simple. Sub field. So we want a public static bool. No, it doesn't need to be static. It might as well be, actually. Right. And then all we're going to do, we're going to make this public. We're going to go into here. We're going to do main window. Right, so we want subdata. Okay, so this is where we need to replicate some of the other functionality. So I'll move this into here at some point, but for now, so there's this IDs. The way we want this to work do we... Yeah, I suppose we should. Okay, yeah, I need to move this into here. So this is going to be private async task update. Let's call it specific sub videos. We pass in the sub data. What is this? We requisition this. We go IDs. This is going to be public. Main window dot window. Oh, cool. Okay. Why are you... Is that gonna work? Yeah, I was gonna say, oh cool, we'll just make this void, um, wait, can I... Can I just... Wait, can I be... Oh, private, hang on. Okay. Right. Okay, I think it's happy now. Right, so what we have now is a button that will run this, that will run that. So this now does batching by default. So we do need this stop on first batch concept here, because we don't want to batch update videos for every single channel we ever download. So I'm just going to... There we go. So this will keep going if there is a next page token. This will make it stop when we've exceeded the data limit. This gives us a way to manually stop it. And then this makes it so that it will default to stopping on the first batch of data it gets. So now we need to make it possible to stop the information. Okay, I don't need that anymore then. There we go, right. Okay, so what I can do now is I can go if main window dot oh, it's okay, I'm just gonna do that then. Simplify it. It really doesn't matter. Right. So how do I do this? You press the button once and it does it. Otherwise, okay, something like that. And then I'll explain this imminently. So we go here, and this will be content equals that, and this will be updating subscription videos with some dots. And then when it actually stops, we set this to false. So we just set this to false regardless at the end. Okay, so you press it once, it keeps looping round, and then it downloads what you need. And then you click it again, and it just stops at the next batch, basically. That should do the trick. And then it tries to update the video data in batches of 50 automatically. This should be just update all the data. And we should be good to go. I've probably hit the quota for today already. But I am intrigued to see what happens. So in theory, let's find someone who's got not many videos. So it's been a while. He's got quite a few going for him now. Oh, wow, it's really working now. I've made it so it stops getting rid of their videos. Okay. Right. Oh, hang on. Uh, Wait, hang on. Have I done this right? We're telling it to stop updating. Ah, goodness me. Because it defaults to false. So it will only do that. Okay, hang on, let's just keep this even simpler. Mm. Okay, we'll see. Quota reached, video ended. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, so I can't actually test it necessarily. It just pinged off to the server and said no. It's like YouTube API request quota reached. But I mean, it did briefly function. Um, I kind of want to call back or something. Hmm. Um, is that possible? Trying to think of a way. Because this needs to know when it's actually finished. So if it does it successfully, um, we need kind of an event driven system for that. So let's think about this. So um, I did function pointers in this somewhere. And you can pass a context. Hmm. So the easiest option here is to go into the main window, and we want to add public subdata editor updating, and then in this we come into here, and we make this subdata editor. And we do some nice methods in here. So firstly we pass in this, and then we have a private void sub videos updated. It's meant to be public. Which runs this. No, this. We don't need that check. It's a little counterintuitive because that's going to be done, but it solves most of the cases here. So then we come into here, we have the editor, and then then we have updating subdata dot that. So now this will inform the editor that it's finished. There we go. Cool. See it automatically, because it doesn't have anything to do. It goes through the cycle. All right, wonderful. Well, that will do for now. But sometime like tomorrow morning, I can try it out and go on to. Goodness me, all of his stuff looks so bleak. It's concerning that he's able to do it at all, to be honest. Right. Wonderful. So if I untag all of these. These are long old videos that I've watched. These are now videos I haven't watched that are long and old. These are now long videos that I haven't watched, and this is now short videos that I haven't watched. That are recent. Yeah, cool. All right. It's all coming together. So yeah, it's going to be really useful. It just means that if I come to a day and I'm like, this person doesn't seem to have the videos that I'm looking for, I can just go on to them and go, oh, just press that, and suddenly I get batches of 50 of their videos at a time, and I just leave it running for a bit and press the button when I think I'm happy with it, and then hit the clean up, and it gets rid of stuff, and jobs are good, and that's the plan anyway. Cool. Right. So I think there was something else I've been meaning to do. I've got my Google Keep notes for things of this nature. So yeah, that was definitely one of them. Cool, that's another one done. So there's the ability to manually edit the video data, but I'm struggling to think of what use case that has. I can see whether they're watched or not. I can filter them. I can change. I guess I can't change like their name and things, but I don't know why I would. It won't be an issue. It might be useful to be able to manually delete specific videos or something, potentially. But we'll see. Basically, this will just clean itself up quite nicely every time I use it. I mean, how many? We're on quite a lot of videos at the moment, near 5,700. So just an FYI, every time you press on a button on here, it's filtering through all 5,700 videos in an instant. That's how quick this is. And like the bit that's actually slow is the fact that it's having to load the UI, but once it's loaded them, you can see I can basically just flick through them. It's almost instant. Like there must be hundreds and hundreds of videos for some of these, like particularly the MOBA category. I mean, this is nearly, I don't know, it's a lot. Anyway, so yeah, it's really useful. Yeah, and that's summon. And I am actually using this quite actively now. I come home and run the application and hit the update button, and by the time I've got a cup of tea, all of the priority people that I care about have been updated. I look at this screen with the default filters active, and I just select various videos, hit the update playlist, and they get hidden from here, and then the playlist I made the other day gets more stuff in it. It's now 45 videos, and some of them I've been watching and removing them manually and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty good. It's this is just infinitely better than having to actually look through the YouTube subscriptions list, where you get free. I can barely see who it is. I don't really care about the title that much. You only see 3 people at a time, 4 if you do that. The colors aren't quite useful. Some of these are older than they are, or not always, but some are long, and I'm like, which ones are 8-hour videos versus 2-hour? Whereas you just look at this and it's like, okay, it's this person, it's this long, and there's nothing longer than an hour, and there's nothing older than a week or something. I think I just accidentally right-clicked on something I didn't intend to, but whatever. And yeah, it's really cool. Right, so that's that project progressed. I gotta think of other things to do. Oh yeah, I was actually looking at the list of what else. What else did I want to do? I wouldn't mind doing a batch video data thing. Where it loads video UI data in batches of like 100 whilst the application's running. So let's see. So basically when it starts, it does this. So we could have a private void batch load video data. So I want to create a timer that triggers this every second or something, and then it's going to be in amount equals, say, 200, and then it's for each video in video data list. And then all it does is get video UI video dot value. Right. So what we're doing here. Oh, I need to. Oh, I had something for this. Is it dot take? Yeah, so there's dot skip and dot take. Yeah, okay, so this is gonna be like last video index is going to equal 0. And then this is going to be dot skip last video index dot take 200. And then last video index plus equals 200. Oh, it's added an extra. There we go. Right, so I need to look into C# timed method execution. Oh, on timer. Okay, public timer. Oh, okay, that's pretty simple. All right, so we get a timer, an AA timer. Let me get one of these things here. Cool. And then we just do batch video load. That's 2 seconds. It has some parameters, I guess. Does it need to be static, perhaps? No. Nullability of the reference types. Huh? Oh, isn't that... Hmm? Okay, nullability of reference types and type parameter source. So is this null? Ah, okay. Let me just have a look at this. Can I please have a look at that? Where's it gone? How did you end up here? Anyway, that's weird. Name can be simplified. Oh, I see. Okay, sure, whatever. Oh, that's weird. I didn't get a notification ping for that, but yeah, I don't really care about the free views. Thank you very much. I'm doing this because I can, not because I have to. So this is every 2 seconds. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna fire it up. Oh. Um, is it not just... uh... Okay, and how does this work? Turn specialized from the start of the sequence. Hang on, I don't think that rebuilt. Is it gonna work? Uh, right, hang on. Let's make it 2 batches of 10, right? And we'll just do that instead. Cool. I don't understand. Last video index. It's an integer. I just want to see what this actually does. Invalid operation. And it's not running it at all. Right, hang on. Okay, let's try this. That's weird. Hmm. It's saying there's an exception being thrown. Why isn't it breaking? This is still 0. I don't get how that's possible. This should be incrementing. Yeah, okay, so it's erroring in here, invalid operation exception. That's weird. Why? Is it because it's being like locally destroyed or something? Let's try assigning it to nothing. Okay. Let's surround this with a try catch. Wait, what? EX. Right. So it should actually error. Yeah, okay, good. So this should be coming up on here. Invalid operation exception in presentation core and window base. But like, must be STA. I don't know what that means. Let's have a look. Oh, is my Streamlabs not working? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say. Um. I got Fred, new Fred. Interesting. Okay, so it's a threading issue, which sucks. So that's creating a thread. Set apartment state. Do I have that as a thing on the timer? Uh, okay, so WPF STA timer. Oh, no, that wasn't what I. What are you doing? Good grief! Right. Okay, let's try this then. I don't really care how it works too much, just that it does. So we get rid of this. I don't know why we have to dignify it, fully qualify it. A timer. Why are we fully qualifying things? Come on. Right, so we want vent handler. Okay. Right, so that's 0, that's 2. Okay, let's try this. There we go. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, right, so now let's increase the batches to like 200. This is gonna just fly through. Boom. So if I do this, that's so cool. So now it's kind of passively in the background, forcibly loading the UI in blocks of 200 videos every 2 seconds. So you'd hardly notice. Okay, so obviously I need to get rid of this. And if I make the batches say 1,000, then it should stop again. Thousand. And at some point soon, okay, so after the next one, and see what it's doing now. So does it ever reach in there again? Okay, so it kind of stops on the last one. Um, so if I have an int called max take and it's going to equal math.min of, oh, sorry, yeah, min of that versus uh that minus, oh no, it's that, and then we want to do in the else this, we want to do stop. And then we get this and we just do that. Um, right, so dot string. The lowest value of the count minus that or that. So that should be 1,000 up until this is less than 1,000. Then it takes the last batch. And this is going to be if count not equal to count minus 1 not equal to. Okay, so let's try this. 0 and 1,000 should be 1,000 and 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, or 2,000, 1,000. Yep. That's interesting. So the count is that. The to take is 501. So that should be 761. 761. Uh, oh, That's why I was only incrementing it like that. Right, so in theory this should hit the stop. I should be able to... Okay, so it's not the -1. Wonderful. Okay. That's worked. And now, if I flick through these... Nice. So whilst I'm leaving it, it just pulls through and updates. So we make it do it, say, every second. Get rid of this other code. And we make it so it doesn't do it if it's updating. So if not updating, okay, right. So if I find that, so that's when you press the update subs button. However, there's this as well. Cool. So yeah, so I load this and it should very rapidly load batches of 1,000. And it's just loaded all the video data. So if I untoggle all of that, oh yeah, it's so much faster if I just go up to all. Obviously it stalls every now and then, but some of these are quite significant. Like Overwatch obviously has a lot. Cool. I could make it so it loads larger quantities of data overall and stuff. That's pretty good. That's one thing off the list, basically. Um. Uh. Oh, that wasn't even on the list, but I'll add it. There we go. Right. That one's done. Cool. So that's everything sorted. So I'm curious. Let's see. If I go to these guys and I hit update, yeah, no, still hit the quota, unfortunately. Oh, I'll have to test that fully another time. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, well, whatever. More good stuff done. So, uh, the ability to update sub, sorry, to load sub videos manually and added batched data UI loading. Cool. Right. This thing's really coming together now. It's it doesn't take much to make something quite useful, and then you just keep going with it and it just gets better and better. That's what I love about doing software for yourself, because like it starts off a bit crap, and then it gets a bit easier after a while, and then it gets even easier and easier, and eventually you kind of make things work, you know. So I can just go through all of this. Yeah, wonderful. So this is 800 videos. Wonderful. My screen is currently vibrating because somebody turned their washer dryer on. It's like a localized earthquake generator, and every single flat does this, and it's really annoying. It's even worse if I get upstairs and downstairs on at the same time. That's a world of fun. So if I go to 1000, right. So obviously we don't want those anymore. Perfect. I probably don't need this in the try-catch anymore either. Bit pointless. Yeah, new videos should be automatically updated anyway. And I suppose there's merit in, instead of stopping the timer, resetting the index back to 0. Potentially. So like for instance, actually, if I make this equal 0 here, and then I change the interval to like every 20 seconds, then rather than just outright stopping, it will just every 20 seconds go through the list again. In batches. Something like that. Though I'm curious what happens if I get it to load like basically all of them. So if I turn this on, wow, that was pretty quick to be fair. It's better than it was before. That was almost instant. Yeah, so it's not yeah, fair enough. I'll let it chill out a bit, but 2000 even seems pretty good. So we'll do that, and then it will, yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, cool. There's probably some, I just realized there's some extra things that I probably ought to add to the user data. That's what I'm going for. There's this arbitrary 800 value, which I could just literally search for. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be a max videos displayed string, and then we're going to have the max videos displayed value. So then we come down into somewhere. Here. And we copy this, we put it on there. This is it's the max to display such once regardless of filters. $800, and then we do this. Whoops. And then max views page string 800. Okay, cool. And then we put this in here. Great. So now there's another user set value that can appear in the thing. Wonderful. Right. So that'll just yet another user feature, which is quite useful. There's just an extra line in the XML, which I think is looking pretty good at the moment. Nothing fancy, just some values. In fact, if I put this here and we go back to the string up here, I should just be able to do that 800. There we go. And to be fair, I probably only want 200. So if I now go to here, and I go here, we run it, that should hopefully pick up the value 200. There it is, right, cool. So now it will only load 200 in here at any one time. Oh, it is lagging quite a bit with that 2000. Hang on. Okay, so let's make this a bit more lenient. It's going to be like, even like 500. Every second, it's just going to pulse 500 videos. Until it inevitably finishes. And now this only displays 200 videos at once, which makes sense because I'm most likely just going to be filtering on things. So if I untick that, this is the top 200 max videos of that. That looks right. Yeah, cool. If I need to go any further back, I can just change it or select the individual person or whatever. So wonderful. Right, more features and improvements. So that's just bulk loaded all of them by now, just every second, just jobs are good and beautiful. All right. Wonderful. Okay, cool. Right. That'll do. I will, I don't know, play some games in a minute. I'll get another cup of tea and things. I might actually, I'll get some paracetamol and wait for that to kick in because I've got quite a headache. So I'll stop the stream and come back. But I will be back shortly. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm just gonna keep doing this sort of stuff. Basically, I've got several random apps and game-related stuff that I want to do that aren't strictly game dev things, but just of things of interest that's quite chill and might be of use to somebody. I hope so. Someday someone might find these and get something out of them. I intend to upload this publicly, I think I said before. So anyone can use the code. I'm sure AI will find it, and it might be used in future examples of how to load video data and store it and manipulate it and things. Should be quite cool. I'm sure there are other things that do similar stuff better, but this is mine, and that's all I care about at the moment. I enjoy doing it, so what more do you want? So yeah, I'll be back imminently. Well, 20 minutes or something.